Welcome to American Resto-Mod. Today we are going to be working on this rust bucket. This is a 71 Camaro, and then also we have a 69 C10 truck with a short wheelbase that we'll be working on as well.
Welcome to American Resto-Mod. In today's episode, we're going to show you how we replaced the floor pans, the trunk pans, the door skin, the supporter, the rear tail piece, the trunk drop-offs, of course the trunk pan, and we also, over here, replaced a patch panel, the rear quarter patch panel, the front quarter patch panel, and this rocker panel. It's come a long way since then, but we have a whole lot of video that we shot at the time we were doing it. And we hope you enjoy the video. Okay, today we're going to be unboxing our body panels from Plastic Industries for Katy the Camaro. We got 3 boxes. Gonna open them up and look and see what we got. Hopefully the right stuff. And here we go. Alrighty, let's get these open.
Okay, see what we got inside.
Good.
Yeah, you do. Wow, check this out.
Yeah. That is the real top number.
There we go. Oh, it's a bubble wrap. One good thing about this, they always take care of their merchandise.
We got trunk extensions.
What's this?
Oh,
What is that?
that's the outer trunk piece.
Show 'em.
Yeah. Right there. Where's the trunk on these? That's it. That's what we need.
Good night. Oh. Got more pieces in here.
Another trunk extension. I got it wrapped up good. Oh, you pull.
There we go. What's this? Is our trunk piece?
Tail piece.
The tail piece.
That looks like a 71 Camaro.
There we go. And here's our corner pieces.
Katy's getting a new ass. Come on.
Right, help me pull it out. And our trunk floor.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Very awesome.
It needs it. The trunk's rusty. Alrighty then.
Now that we got all of our pieces out of our boxes from Classic Industries, we're going to show you where they all go on Katy the Camaro. Okay.
Alright, this is a lower trunk filler. And I've already started removing the old one. Man, that looks better already.
Absolutely, yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah, that's where the rear window glass is going to sit up against this edge, and it was rusty. And also,
Okay, what's our next piece?
well, we've got the rear frame rail. This is the rear frame, and it goes behind the rear piece, and
Look
it's
at
rusty
all
as well.
that rust.
So this is going to have to be cut out, spot weld. This removed first, trunk pan, then the rear brace piece, then the tail piece can go on.
Okay.
So eventually get rid of all of this rust.
That looks awesome.
Once that's in, then this lower quarter panel will replace and try to save this one. It's not too bad. Maybe a pack panel down there. And of course, when we put this quarter on,
Which quarter?
over here, the inner piece.
Ooh, lots of rust.
So, that
See all that rust right there?
is what
Very bad.
one up in here is
Oh,
going
it
to
goes on the
replace.
inside.
And then change this quarter panel. She'll be looking better. We've already got all of the floor pans in.
The
Gonna get
work
it
that we've done so
primered
far.
out, undercoat the bottom, clean it up, get some of this flash rust off. Gonna leave the firewall until we get our AC unit to see what holes we need to plug and what holes we don't. Still a little bit of rust up in there, and doing some repair over in this area, and also the window seal will get trimmed back, finished up, cleaned up, and then we can try to fit a piece of glass and hope it fits.
Yeah, that would be preferable. We need glass.
Alrighty. We're gonna show some video of installing all this stuff. we've been making some pretty good progress. We have all the floor pans in, and I've got this, well, they call it a lower trunk pan. I don't know why it's called lower. It's kind of up there, but that's what it's called. Had to cut out some of the overlapping, piece it back in, plug weld it, got it spot welded here. So this weekend we're gonna move on and start doing a little more major stuff. I'm gonna start cutting out the trunk pan. You can see it needs it. I'm trying to save the fuel tank gas brackets. So I've got some lines marked out. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out with a grinder and plasma cutter. And at the same time, I'm going to be removing this rear panel because it's pretty rough. Also, going to be cutting out this lower quarter back here. The rest of it's not too bad. The panel will come all the way up above this marker light and down and around. So, to get the trunk drop-offs in there, I'm going to be cutting that out. And same on this side over here. And we've got there you can see it, the rear piece and the trunk pan. Somewhere over there in the corner, you got the drop-off pieces. So, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to start chopping. got the butt weld seam done and sanded down. Turned out considerably well. This seam with plug welds and with the frame rail flange underneath it will be considerably easier. And I'm going to go ahead and start filling up all of these plug welds, and then get down into the seam where there's something behind it, and we'll blend all three layers together, and it'll go to this original floor pan, which is still really good here. At that point we can cut off these drop-offs, which are pretty shabby underneath. Want to get this all welded up good before I cut into that. So put it on time lapse and start doing the plug welds. Alright, so we've got our patch panel all tack welded in, and so far very little warpage. We've got one little low spot here, but so far so good. We're going to go ahead and try to get all this filled in and ground down. Got to have some air to cool it down, so we're going to go back into the big shop and turn on Big Bertha. We got to go in the maze. She puts out copious amounts of air. Swapping this Coyote motor into this F-150, and yeah, she's got some valve problems. She'll go about 3 miles an hour at wide open throttle, but hopefully it'll get that core. Be fun to stuff it in a Fox body or something. There's Katy's motor, broke down, and we decided that those heads would take too much work, so we got these Remand ones. They look pretty good. From a place out of Texas for probably maybe even a little bit less than what it would have took to rework the rusty heads. But got the rebuild kit coming, and I'm gonna get it going pretty smooth. We gotta go back in the maze here to a little storage room, into the other little storage room, past the little sandblaster, and we're gonna turn on Big Bertha. Yeah, you can use air all day long. That thing pumps out some air. Okay, I'm gonna get going on this and see what we can get done today. Alright, we got the trunk drop off all ready to spot weld in, and up here I had to do a little repair piece. It's all good, 16 gauge, so it's probably going to be stronger than factory. I'm going to
go ahead and spot weld this seam in here to get ready to put on our quarter skin, and move on to putting on the rear tail piece. So we'll put on time lapse, and got the spot welder all tuned up, the tips adjusted, and tried a couple sample pieces, and it's working good. Let's get some good spot welds in there and hold that on good.